This is our everyday breakfast that me and baby have. It's egg whites with vegan hot dog, blueberries, raspberries, and a handful of spinach. We always have our salt. And well, we don't usually have this, but we just had it today laying around the house. I'm like, okay, we gonna eat this today. And I'm gonna do my first mukbang for you guys. So this is my first mukbang. I think we're gonna film one tonight too with Martin and Mason. Ooh, I put it to my throat. I think we're gonna film one with Martin and Mason because we're gonna make some green rice, arroz verde, Peruvian green rice, and we're gonna put that on our Together channel. I want to get like Martin's side of the pregnancy and how he's felt so far, and I've been a handful, so I'm sure he's gonna have a lot to say. Let's just say while I've carried this baby, he's carried me, and it's been hard at times. I've gone through a lot of anxiety. I've gone through a lot of serious anxiety. I don't think I'm gonna be good at this because I'm not usually one that likes to talk while I eat. I'm a really fast eater. But anyways, I'll do my best. Up until now, not until now, the last 3 weeks, shortly after Halloween, it was still bad, but the month of November has been really good to me. I had really bad anxiety my entire pregnancy. I mean, even from the beginning, I didn't think I was pregnant. I didn't think I could have any more babies. I mean, I really thought it was my PCOS symptoms, like just finally acting up and taking over my body. So even though I had a missed period at first, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm trying to talk slow because I'm usually a really fast speaker. I'm trying to like, just so you guys can really like understand what I'm saying, you know? But anyways, you know, even though I had like missed periods in the beginning of my pregnancy, for the first 2 months, I had no idea. Martin was actually the one who was suspicious that I was pregnant, even before I thought so. I was like, there's no way. He's like, no, I really think you are. Which makes me sad that it had to be that way. Because, sorry if you can see like the food. Is that weird? I wish I had a microphone. So I'm gonna get one. It makes me sad that it had to be that way. And where I couldn't like fully surprise him. Like he already expected it. I surprised him right here actually. I put a poster up here, but you can go to our Together channel, our family channel, and see his reaction if you want to see that video from when I told him. But he kind of saw it coming already. He's the one who said I was pregnant even before I accepted it myself. I really thought I couldn't be pregnant. I was like, there's no way. So, without saying too much, when he came in and saw the, you know, the surprise that I was telling him, he wasn't like as surprised as he might have been if I would have kept all the symptoms to myself and if I wouldn't have been such a freak out, you know, like, I don't know. It just wasn't a normal, it hasn't been a normal pregnancy from the start, I guess I would say, because I took away my own emotions, my own anxiety took away from that. But my hormones are starting to level out. Anxiety is kind of, it's the lowest of all time. I feel very calm and at peace now. I'm actually 26 weeks today, but I'm considering this 25-week update just because I haven't experienced 26 weeks yet. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to this following week, but up until now, it's been just 25 weeks. So I'm a lot calmer now. My first trimester, again, it like, other than the anxiety, everything was just off the roof. I would gag and throw up for everything. will not throw up, but I would feel the need. And that hasn't really changed. I still gag for everything. So that's still something that's ongoing. Where am I? Oh, I was actually going to name this channel Lazy Starving Mom, because that's how I genuinely felt during my first trimester. I was super fatigued, super exhausted. But not only that, but I was abnormally and seriously abnormally hungry, like ravenous. Like I gained maybe like 10 to 12, maybe even 15 pounds just within my first trimester. And that's a lot. That really is a lot. If not more. That's crazy, huh? But I was always so hungry. Abnormally hungry, ravenous. Hungry doesn't even define it. I was ravenous. Like I had to eat full course meals. And by full course meals, I mean like, this isn't even considered a full course meal for what I had to eat. I had to eat like carbs, protein, fats. Like I had to have everything balanced out in one meal, like a huge meal. Not a snack, not a little fruit snack. That wouldn't cut it. I had to eat a lot to be satisfied. Otherwise, I would be vomiting. I would get the shakes. I would get the shivers. It was bad. Okay, when I say vomiting, I'm taking it up a notch. By vomiting, I mean like nauseous, because I actually didn't vomit. So that's what I mean when if I say vomiting, that's what I mean, like nausea. Food makes us so happy though. Even now that like my hunger is like, again, stabilizing. I feel like I'm at like the best place of my pregnancy right now, so far. Even though I hear your third trimester is like, again, you're uncomfortable, it's hard. And with Mason I had an easy pregnancy, easy labor, everything was super easy. So, I don't know. But even though my hunger is, you know, kind of stable now, for the most part, I still love food. Like we have little hunger kicks now. Like some days I'll be like, oh, I don't need to eat. I don't feel like out of control hungry, but some days I get that hunger strike. Like I gotta eat, and I gotta eat right now. But food always makes us happy. But I've always loved food. Like there's nothing new. I have something really crazy. When I was filming this mukbang originally, a couple days ago, I'm actually wearing the same shirt I was wearing in that same mukbang. These days, almost like none of my clothes fit. So if something fits right or comfortably, I'm like wearing it all the time. But anyways, the baby kicked for the first time ever. And I'll probably put my reaction in right now if I can figure out how to do that. I'm not like a pro at editing. I'm kind of just, I know how to edit, which was one of my New Year's resolutions, but things take me a long time to figure out, you know. But what's anything in life? Anything in life worth doing or worth figuring out, you know, takes a while to get down. But I'm proud of myself because it was my New Year's resolution to learn how to edit, and I learned even the basics. That's a big deal for me. But going back to what I was saying. Sorry guys, if you watched my first video, I tell you guys how my mind works, especially now that I'm pregnant. I'm like Dory the fish, like one thought, the other thought, and I'll like go off subject. I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD, but I'm not positive. I never got tested for it. Anyways, mom brain is on like high alert these days. But the baby kicked on camera for the first time ever. I was able to feel it outside my belly. And what I mean by that is like, I've been able to feel the baby kick inside from like 23 weeks, which even then wasn't too long ago. But I could never feel the baby kick outside, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Externally, I could feel it, but internally, I couldn't feel it. But yesterday when I was eating, the baby's not kicking right now, by the way, which is, I don't want to think about it because sometimes it bothers me a little bit how inactive the baby is. because I have my pregnant sister, Jessica Sellers, who's pregnant with me. And she was able to feel her baby kick for like 20 weeks. And so when she would tell me, on top of my anxiety being like at an all-time high during that time, I would freak out because I was like, why can't I feel my baby kick yet? Like, what is going on? And even though I researched it and it said online, like normally on average, women will feel their baby's kick by 26 weeks. And that's actually today. So like, I don't know. I was just freaking out for nothing. Just, it's my mind, you know, my mind and my hormones were just everywhere. But anyways, baby, I caught baby kicking for the first time and I caught it on camera. Hopefully I still have the footage because I've been deleting a lot of footage from my phone just for storage space. Hopefully it's still on there. I don't think I would delete it, but mom brain these days, anything could go. The baby is super inactive, not active at all, super calm, super mellow. I refer to the baby as a he a lot, and I don't know why. We don't know the gender yet. I think we're going to find out for Mason's sake to tell him because he's waited for so long to be a brother, but it's like I'm already more than halfway and it's like, why not just wait? But I just, even a month is a long time, you know? So I don't know. Mason prays for a brother. If you guys have watched my vlogs, you know I've always said, I would like all boys, I would like all boys. And then one little girl. So obviously I would like 2, 3 boys and 1 girl because I want 4 to 5 kids. But I used to say this before getting pregnant, pre-pregnancy. As soon as I became pregnant and the anxiety started kicking in of me just wanting my baby to be healthy, I completely like lost sight of that thought. I, honest to God, didn't even think about gender at all. I didn't think about it. The anatomy scan came in, she's like, do you want to know? I was like, no, not really, because I was by myself. You know, Martin wasn't there, so I was like, not yet. And ever since then, it just hasn't been like a priority to us. Like, because we just can't decide how we want to do it, if we want to do it. But it doesn't matter to us. Like, above all, health has been the #1 thing, which I just got tested for Down syndrome check on baby and, you know, gestational diabetes. And I was nervous when I was getting tested for that too. Results are coming in today and I was super nervous when I got the blood work for it done. But I was like in control of myself, if that makes sense. I was like a normal worried. Like, obviously I was hoping for the best, but in my mind I was like, if I have it, if I have diabetes or whatever the case is, if baby has Down syndrome, we're gonna handle it and it's gonna be okay. Like, it was weird. As nervous as I was, I had a peace over me, which wasn't something I've had for the majority of my pregnancy. When I say anxiety, when I say nervous wreck, I mean like uncontrollable shaking, sobbing, crying. At times I would have to pull over just because I couldn't drive and I would just be crying my eyes out. Like, I would sit. The gagging is still very much a real thing. I gag for everything. But anyways, mornings would come and I would kind of just take time to like sit down and tell baby that, you know, that stress and that anxiety that mommy has been like feeling and going through is not baby's to carry. I would make sure to tell the baby that, like, this is not your anxiety, release it. This is mine. I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna do what it takes to get better. I had to meditate a lot. And I'm a gym goer. I've been a gym goer before my pregnancy. So I still work out every day. It's what I do. It's okay to continue doing it, my doctor said, because it's what my body's been used to. But obviously, if you're not used to working out, obviously, if you're not used to working out, it's not time to start a new routine once you're pregnant. But because I've been doing it for so long, it's normal, it's fine. And had I not been able to build that habit of going to the gym every day pre-pregnancy, I think I would have been so much more worse off. I think I would have been depressed. And I'm just being plain out honest. And anxiety and depression, I guess they tend to go hand in hand, but they are not the same thing. Because for as anxious as I felt about everything, I cannot say that I ever felt depressed. I never felt depressed. Honestly, I felt very happy. So what I mean by anxiety is when I would have my anxiety, my meltdowns, yes, they were very real, but I could pick up a couple moments after. I could pick up a couple hours after and just be back to myself, dancing, singing, happy, So I wasn't depressed, but I was just anxious. Any little thing would trigger me, any little thing. But I could also bounce back immediately, which you could imagine the emotional roller coaster that I took Martin on, Even now, mood swings are like, But everything's just more calm, more centered now. I feel tired. I have my days where I feel tired, especially if I miss taking my prenatal, which I try not to take. We have our little breakfast routine and schedule routine just works best for me. And so, unless, like I said, for some reason I have to go run an errand or something comes up and I miss breakfast. I heard something, but then, I might forget to take my prenatal, but I'm actually going to go get it so I can show you guys my prenatal. I'll be right back. So, this is the prenatal I take. Where's the lens? It's really, really good. It's really expensive, but I, did my research, and this is one of the best ones. It's My Kind Organic, certified organic whole foods prenatal once daily. It's a little bit different because it doesn't have folic acid. It has folate, which is better. Or so they say. Everybody does their research differently, and you kind of take in and grasp onto what you want to believe in, and so I decided this is the prenatal for me. I highly recommend it. My hair is so ridiculously long and so ridiculously full. It's crazy. Which I hope I don't have postpartum hair loss, because I know that's a very common thing, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts, Hopefully I can take these forever, because they're really good, pregnant or not. Anything else to say this far? Gagging, that's been an ongoing thing from the start, which should have been an indicator to me you're pregnant. I had all the symptoms. You might think oh, she didn't know she was pregnant for the first 2 months because, look, I'm starting to talk faster. Calm down, girl. She didn't know she was pregnant for the first 2 months because, she just didn't have any symptoms. But that's not the case. I had symptoms. I was just closed off to them because it was when me and Martin had been trying, which was around this time last year, maybe a little bit, maybe even during summertime of last year. We had been trying with an app, which, okay, I want to say mostly I had been trying with an ovulation app because Martin hated that ovulation app. Because I was like, it's a low chance day. He's like, shut up, quit listening to that. Anyways, it wasn't happening for us. But now that it's happened, we understand, we understand why it wasn't happening back then. We were not in the most stable place financially, mentally, nor emotionally. I mean, we were living out so far, driving about 6 to 7 hours every single day on one car, because Martin's job was about an hour plus, depending on traffic, from our house. We lived out in Santan. We started relying only on one car for all of us. Mason's school, the gym, my school, Mason's like extracurricular activities, back to picking up Martin. Like, we literally lived our life in the car. It was just emotionally so stressful. And we were and during that time we wanted a baby. And now looking back, we were in no place to have a baby. No place. And so it makes sense. It makes sense why it wasn't happening. You know? God's timing is perfect. Like, now we're moved back into Mesa. We're financially stable again. We're emotionally stable. Well, pre-pregnancy hormones speaking, right? Emotionally stable, mentally stable, just in every way. We bought a new car, so we were back to having two cars. Well, not a new car, because honestly, I don't want to get off track, but we don't believe in buying new cars. But we bought another car. It's used, but it's nice, and it does what it needs to do for us. Gets us from point A to point B. We have a savings account. We have life insurance. I mean, our life is just like on track now, you know, and it's like perfect timing, and it just makes sense why it wasn't happening for us when we wanted it to happen. During that time, last Christmas, Mason asked me for a baby brother too, and I started crying. We got it on video. It was during his video of what he's asking Santa for. Because in my head, I was like, I just don't know if I'm ever going to be able to, you know? And here we are. He's so happy. I can't wait for you guys to see his reaction. Anything family related with all of us on it is gonna be on our Hour Together channel, which is linked on my featured channels on this one. So check it out if you're not coming from there. Let's see, what else could I say? I don't know if I'm missing anything. Baby's super calm. Hardly ever kicks. Like, this time when I was filming the video a couple days ago, when I was eating this, I felt the baby kick for the first time, and right now baby's not kicking at all. So I don't know, like I'm telling you, orange juice doesn't do it. I'm gonna have Mason needs to start talking to him a lot more. I wonder if maybe like listening to I wonder if maybe listening to Mason's voice would like anyway. Because I talk to baby a lot. I talk to the baby a lot, but maybe he's like tired of me, you know? Anything else? It's about to be half an hour. How long are mukbangs usually? I don't know, I'll get better. I'm just glad I refilmed it because, like Martin said, people like to see your plate when you do mukbangs. And even this setup, I know it's not the best, but hopefully we can get a camera soon. Lighting, you know, hopefully I can get better. Oh, microphone, and I can get better at mukbangs. But you know, you got to start somewhere, right? I do it with my hands, as you guys can tell. Not everything, but just like this plate, and specifically, I always eat it with my hands. I guess I do tend to eat some stuff with my hands though, unless it's like grainy stuff. My mom hates that. Because she's always telling me, like, you and Mason like to eat with your hands. I guess. Whatever makes us happy, right? I think I'm doing pretty good for my first mukbang because I thought I wasn't going to do good. Because I'm usually a really fast speaker. and a really fast eater. I don't like to just chill out. I don't like to eat slow. But, Oh, also, if you don't know by now, I love salt. I eat salt with like everything, pretty much. But my blood pressure is always excellent. I'm always on top of it. You know what I mean? I'm always checking. But I also do drink a lot of water and work out every day. So maybe that helps, you know? Everybody tells me in my family, one day it's going to catch up to you. You take advantage of it, of your youth and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I guess the day that I have to stop eating salt, I'll stop. But it's not going to be anytime soon. Right now, I'm living. I'm loving it. I'm usually pretty bad at taking these down. Because they're like horse pills. They're huge. But anyways, I'm pretty much done with my food. Martin called me and ruined the video. But I think this is going to be the end of it. I didn't even eat my gummies in my mahapan. Okay? So mukbangs are actually going to be good for me. Because they're going to help me learn how to eat slower, maybe. Highly recommend Himalayan salt. It has a stronger salt taste to me. So I really like it. I gotta go though, because Martin's calling me. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Oh wait, no, I gotta show you guys the bump. Hold on real quick. Sorry, I'll call Martin right now. So this, I was gonna say this is 25 weeks. I consider this a 25-week update just because I'm barely 26 weeks today. But I guess it's, I don't know, call it what you want. To me, it's 25 because I'm barely about to experience 26. But I guess this, the size of my belly is 26 weeks for me. I feel so big. I really do. I'm so much bigger than I was with Mason this time around, last time around. But, all right. This is all. Love you guys.